Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another show and tell from me. My name is Peter, and today we'll be looking at a watch that isn't actually the type of watch that I normally review or make show and tells about. It's a dress watch. I've done it a couple of times before, and I'm going to do it again this time. Today we're looking at an Omega de Ville coaxial chronometer, or coaxial chronometer. Sorry. Some stats on it first. It is. It has the case width is 41 millimeters. The case height is 10 millimeters. It weighs 48 grams. Let's see if we can have a look at that. 48 grams. The case material is a stainless steel. It has a sapphire crystal and it's water resistant to 100 meters. The movement inside is a customized job for Omega. It's their coaxial escarpment, as they call it. Yeah, and it has Roman numerals instead of Arab numerals. And yeah, those were the stats I have on it. So as I started by saying, I'm not the dress watch kind of guy. I've got my hands on this, and it's so I would like to give you my thoughts on it, the thoughts of an ignoramus like me who likes big brutish dive watches, yeah. So let's have a look at it. Well, first of all, I must say my first impression of this is stylish. It really is stylish, and it probably has something to do with the Roman numerals. I remember as a child, my mother had a Cartier watch, which she loved very much, and it also had Roman numerals, and just the novelty of having Roman numerals nowadays is interesting, and it's a novelty, and it does sort of reek of class, if one could say that. Again, it is a dress watch, and it is small, and I'm not used to that. I'll give you a wrist watch, so wrist shot here. So this is a lot smaller than I'm used to, and that doesn't really matter. It's still a very beautiful and stylish watch. It's classy, and that's you can't deny that. Most definitely not. It's also very simple design. There's not a lot of bling on this watch in any way. I think probably the bling itself is the quality it's made in. So it's very, very nice. It says the coaxial escarpment, Omega. Also very sort of bland and stylish case back. There are no seahorses or anything else here. Just the coaxial escarpment and then the Omega sign. Yeah. I must say, to be quite honest, this is the kind of watch that it doesn't light a fire anywhere with me. It doesn't set my soul on fire or make my blood boil or anything like that. Probably because I'm not particularly the kind of dress watch kind of guy. As you all know, I'm a dive watch kind of guy. But then when one has this watch in one's hand, one just get the feeling that this is in fact a very stylish and well built and beautiful watch. So that's pretty much what I can tell you about this watch. It's a high-end luxury watch. The prices are quite high for these watches. I'm not going to start mentioning prices now because prices in Denmark are different than prices in Germany or in the US or anywhere. So you can look it up yourselves. Try and Google Omega de Ville coaxial chronometer, and you can find out what this watch would go for in your country. But they don't go cheap, and you know, I'm thinking that they're probably worth it. You know. So for me, you know, this would be also a very nice watch for a dress occasion. Yeah. But again, I'm a watch barbarian who only, you know, I like Seiko and things like that too. But I've been a long time fan of Omega. My first real luxury watch was an Omega Seamaster Professional chronometer, and I've had a long-standing love affair with Omega. But I've never had a dress watch from Omega. It's always been dive watches. So it's been actually been a learning experience for me to have this and to look at it. And yeah, you know, I can't tell you a lot about this. I can't, to be quite honest. I'm not. You know, you'll have to look up on your own what coaxial escarpment means. I have a faint idea of it. I have a faint idea how it works, but I'm not so sure of myself that I will tell you about it in detail. So rather than I know that it's an interesting way to build a movement, I think you should probably try and check it out for yourselves. All I can say is an interesting way to build a movement, and it's also a very good, very precise movement. So I got this watch yesterday, and I thought I would show you guys. Again, I apologize for not having a lot to tell you about it. I just thought I would put it out there, as you say, and you can all have a look at it and you know, form your own opinions on this watch or this type of watch. There's no denying this is it's a handsome, beautiful watch. My only problem with this kind of watch is not actually a problem. It's a sort of a taste thing. Is that I am more to the dive watches with rotating bezels and things like that. And you could probably dive with this because, you know, as I said before, it is depth rated to 100 meters. So so one could, if one was silly, dive with this. Obviously, you would destroy the very beautiful Omega strap, but yeah. So don't dive with this watch. I'm sorry. Somebody's going to say, "Well, why are you saying that one should dive with this watch?" I'm not saying one should. I'm saying if one was to fall off a boat and sink to 45 meters before being rescued by somebody, then the watch would probably still be okay. You'd need a new strap, but the watch would be okay. Anyway, that's all I have for today on this. It's one of my short show and tells. I don't know a lot about the watch. I do know I like it. It's beautiful and well built, and it's an Omega. But apart from that, I can't really tell you a lot about it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and you're welcome to like and subscribe. And catch you on my next show and tell. Peter out. Thank you very much. Bye bye.